Здрасте, здрасте. Всех приветствую. Настроил я звук вроде как. Посмотрел вчерашний стрим, вроде как говорил тихо, как мне показалось. Поэтому сегодня я чуть-чуть прибавил. Как раз таки те 5%. И еще микрофон вроде как поближе поставил, тоже микро прибавил сам по себе. Посмотрим, как получится. Надеюсь, будет все хорошо. Собственно, минутку. Так, звук включил. Переходим к игре. Вообще, кстати, непонятно. Я тут задумался, в принципе. Я мог и первую часть так стримить, что там оглохнуть можно было бы. Я даже не знаю. Даже не проверял. Ошибся. Но сегодня в любом случае должно быть громче. В любом. Так. Да, мы тут все залутали. Так, секунду. На всякий случай. Сделаем вот так. Возможно, пригодится. И еще я все-таки хочу найти сегодня. Можно даже сразу, наверное, это сделать. Управление. Вид из кабины. Ага, все. Вроде запомнил.
Camus, can you hear me?
Hey, Rania, I'm reading you. How's the spire?
I was trying to talk to... I'm not there yet, Control. I'm in the Vink tube.
I was in one of those once.
You secretly a retired corp billionaire, Control?
Hardly.
But you haven't done this your whole life, right? You weren't always a Cloudpunk dispatcher.
It feels like my whole life and more. I can barely remember a time before Cloudpunk.
I've only been in Nivalis for half a day, and home already feels a million miles away.
Yeah, that's what happens. You got family back home?
I've got no one. The debt corpse took everything.
Of course, that's why you came here and took the job. You're a debt orphan.
Why did you take the job, Control?
Nothing else I could do. It's the kids' faces I struggle to remember, Rania. I can picture Simone's smile pretty good, her frown even clearer, but the kids...
I'm really sorry.
Do me a favor, Rania. Don't talk to me about Cora anymore.
Sure thing, Control. What happened to them?
It was an accident at Midtown. A bad one. I know it doesn't mean anything, not really, but I heard one of the accident cleanup crew say this is the third traffic accident caused by Cora this week.
That's awful.
Maybe they didn't know what they were saying, but if Cora is some mad AI that caused that accident, well, I ain't gonna forgive that. Whether Cora is an automata or an android or even a person, if they cost me my family, I ain't gonna let that go. Not ever.
I understand.
You almost at the spire?
Looks like I'm about halfway there.
Says on your file you're a musician.
I was. You can't say you're a musician if you don't play anymore. I used to play the flute.
You won't play something for me?
Sorry, Control. You know how you don't want to talk about Cora? Well, the flute, it's the same for me.
I get it, Rania. I get it. That's a real shame. Feels like a lifetime since I heard music. Anyway, I better go. Good luck up there.
Неплохо прокатились. Есть что лутать? Лутать есть что, конечно. Всегда есть лут, который нужно забрать. Все-таки музыка громковата, мне кажется, для стрима, но мне как раз. Возможно, из-за нее и траблы. Но сейчас, мало того, что я сделал все громче, из-за того, что я сделал все громче.
I believe it is a falcon.
His name is Norman.
How do you and Norman know each other?
Through a mutual friend. I think he might be lost. I should tell the falconer.
Что-то даже его не увидел. Где он тут? А, вот он, здорово. Так вот, короче, надеюсь, со звуком более-менее. Вот. Мужик, привет. Говорить можно? Не хочет.
I have your delivery, consignment 1432.
That's for me, code PNPL12.
Here you go, sir.
Thanks, lady. You're a lifesaver. I was gonna tell the boys in the office about this, but actually, I'm gonna keep it all for myself. Can you believe our last order put pineapple on it?
Pineapple on what?
The pizza. We rely on drones to get the best food deliveries up here, but in the last week they've gone mad. All our orders are messed up. Some problem with the city AI affecting the food logistics. I don't understand all the details. It's supposed to be fixed by tomorrow, but I couldn't wait.
You paid Cloudpunk to bring you a pizza?
Sure. I've been working all night. I need this.
This pizza delivery probably costs more than my salary. Couldn't you just order a regular pizza and pick off the pieces of pineapple?
Sure. And why don't I just drink the juice out of the bottom of my trash can while I'm at it?
Ну, согласен, согласен. Пицца с ананасом такое себе.
Is pineapple so bad?
No, Camus, it's fine. Actually, I've never even tried it. It's too expensive.
There is a sign over there. Did you see the sign?
The one that says you are now entering the spire? No cold callers, no panhandlers, organ donors needed?
Yes. What if it was different?
Different how?
Different in a funny way.
Are you suggesting a prank, Camus?
I am suggesting a prank.
Seems risky. Maybe we should just get out of here. I don't know.
Так, но охранник вроде далеко, можно рискнуть. Что тут надо исправить?
Oh, I want to know what you changed.
Not much, just a few words.
I want to know the nature of the prank. Which words?
I replaced organ with pineapple.
Oh, this is amusing. I am amused. Do you really think they will get deliveries of pineapples?
Oh yes, vendors know how much they can get selling to the spire.
they will get pineapples, but they did not want pineapples. This is a very high-quality prank.
It's petty and childish, but thanks, chemists. Let's just hope we don't get caught and fired for it.
Все, спустились. Нас автоматом спустили вниз.
Hey, hi, hello there. I saw you earlier delivering parcels. Are you Cloudpunk?
No, sorry, I have to go.
Wait, don't be like that. Listen, I know you're Cloudpunk. I just want to ask something.
And who are you?
Don V, I work for the Inquirer.
A reporter. Oh, no way, Mr. V.
Not Mr. I hate when people do that. Just call me Don.
Shit, me too. Sorry, Don.
Look, you don't need to talk to me, but I'm investigating corp corruption. You're from the East, right? No one from out that way loves the corpse.
What do you need to know?
You delivered to the Spire, right?
That's your question?
Just confirm something for me. Are they ordering pizzas via express delivery up there? The CEO of Entech says that all corps are on a spending freeze till the end of the day in sympathy for the famine in District 6.
Will I get in trouble for saying anything to you?
Probably, and so will I. You ever meet an investigative reporter in Nivalis before?
Nope.
That's because they're all at the bottom of the sea. So...
Yes, they ordered pizza.
I knew it. Here, take this. I tip all my sources. Makes them less likely to sell me out to CorpSec. Thanks, Cloudpunk.
Неужели пицца это что-то прям такое сверх... опасное, сверхнеординарное? Пицца как пицца. Не, ну конечно мир тут немного другой, я понимаю. Столько времени прошло. Тут вон свои правила. Сегодня я прям чувствую, как надо чуть-чуть убавить. Где там звук? Спойки. А, вот музыка. Так вот. Чисто 5%.
Hey kid, the weirdest job came up. There's not much pay in it though.
I could do weird, as long as it's not some other rich asshole.
Definitely not. The moisture farmers in the vents are starving. They need emergency.
Так, мне кажется, прям сильно тише стало. Играйте с этими ползунками. Язык заплетается еще.
Rations. This job takes you pretty far, all the way out of Nivalis.
What? Really?
Yeah, in a technical sense at least. The vents are outside CorpSec jurisdiction and just outside the Nivalis city limits. They're below the city, actually, in the maintenance frame that supports the infrastructure.
And people live there?
If you call it a living. They eat mold and algae that grows on the steam vents.
But they're free.
It's a high price to pay for freedom, kid.
I'll do it.
Pick up the packages from Cloudpunk HQ, then I'll send...
Сначала разберемся с Соколом.
The nav point down into the vents.
же далеко меня затащили. О, местечко есть, отлично. Так, мне вниз, оказывается, надо. Я что-то даже и не заметил. Ищем лифт. Ведь я был рядом. Поехали. Как я понимаю, сюжет будет разворачиваться чисто за одну ночь. Такое ощущение у меня. Я сначала думал, что у нас типа будет несколько ночей. Мы будем играть только там ночью, например. Несколько ночей. Но теперь похоже, что ночь будет всего лишь одна. Или, может, ну, там 2 максимум. Чисто сюжет за одну ночь. Это интересно, конечно, но ночь очень длинная. Сколько я тут уже заказов провез, и сколько мне еще провести. Возможно, тут другие теперь климатические условия. Ночь теперь длится намного дольше. Особенно, где вот мы находимся. Не знаю, где мы находимся. Там вон вода уже. Но ночь прям очень длинная. И дождь льет.
Hey, I saw your bird. I mean your falcon, Norman. What happened?
We had a disagreement.
So you let him go?
Let is not the word I would use.
So Norman escaped?
He clawed my eye. If I catch him, I will skin him.
You have to be careful with wild animals.
I told you, he is not a wild animal. Where did you see him?
The slums. Deep in the slums. You know the part that smells like sulfur in the low levels?
Yes.
Well, lower than that.
Right. Time to teach that bird a lesson.
Вообще правильно поступила наша героиня. Но было бы прикольно, если бы тут был выбор. Что по локации? На локации почти все изучено. Мусорка? Это продавец какой-то, думал, то мусорка. Тут есть с кем поболтать. Старый город. И еще есть канализация, в которой мы не были. Можно пойти поболтать, может какой-то квест получим. В принципе, лететь рядом. тут все занято. Тут я был, мне кажется, очень давно. Вчера я тут не был. Насколько мне помнится, это, скорее всего, один из первых островов, можно так сказать, островов, которые были залутаны. Хотя как-то залутаны не очень звучит, скорее исследованы. А, кофе. Я тут кофе закупал, точно.
Welcome to Neo's Neo Cafe. I'm
Кофе тут.
Thanks for this, Neo.
have a spec.
Чувачка жалко. Хотел к нам подкатить, а мы его отшили. А, я вспомнил, мы что-то ей даем, да?
I have another one. This time, I'm sure it's a game. It's on magnetic tape again, but just one big flat disc.
A floppy? Give it here. Oh yes, I know this one. Much quicker to load than the tapes. This is Darkmare.
What's it about?
It's a kind of RPG.
Rocket-propelled grenade? So it's a military game.
No, it's a real playing game. You play it through the real life of a person. In this case though, it's the real life of a dungeon exploring adventurer with a sword and armor.
I assume you mainly hit things with your sword?
Yes and no. These games often had quite complex systems. Statistics for your strength and dexterity and so on, all measured with numbers.
Why did people stop playing those sorts of games?
Some people never did. I'm in some classic game clubs. Illicit meetups where we play board and card games, and classics like this.
Why are they illicit?
Co-ops own the rights to these games, even the really old ones. In our club, we had to pool our finances for a year for a chess license. That's the only official one we could afford. That's why I had the games behind the counter.
Is that why these old games hold such value then? Because they're illegal?
That's not the only reason. These games define our past. They were our escapism and our succor for 1,000 years. 100,000. We resolved conflict, explored ideas, went on adventures, and created whole new worlds with these games. We can't let the medium slip away from the people who need it most.
Pretty idealistic for a street peddler.
I just really like games. They're important.
All right, you convinced me. Maybe I will come and try Darkmare.
I'll start loading it up.
After I finish my shift.
О, плюс соточка. Непонятно, зачем охранники отмечаются. Может, их как-то отвлекать нужно, нет? С этим я вроде болтал. Давал ему подозрительную кнопочку. Где-то читал, люди жалуются на долгие загрузки, но я бы не сказал, что они прям долгие. Хоть у меня и жесткий диск, причем довольно, не то чтобы старый, какой-то сломанный. Ну типа не супер-то долго, сколько там секунд? Копейки. По сравнению с какими-нибудь большими играми, это реально копейки. Особенно если сравнивать с какой-нибудь GTA Online. Вот это да. GTA Online, даже с патчем или каким-то фиксом, который использует многопоточность. Спасибо рандомышу, который это нашел. Ну, ему, правда, заплатили в итоге. Ну, так вот. Сравнивая с GTA 5 до патча, если даже. Но это ни о чем. Да, я понимаю, это не онлайн, но все же. Ну, вот что это? 10 секунд максимум. Музычка играет. Если бы музычка там, например, прерывалась, возможно. Как-то выходил бы из атмосферы, но тут я не успеваю. Даже тот же Ведьмак сильнее бесил, наверное, мне кажется. При том, что он долго грузился, и... Там повторение одного и того же было. При том, как я играл, не супер часто. Всегда повторение одного и того же. Какой-нибудь лютик там. Раздевался я.
We are going away from the city? We don't like the city.
Not really, Camus. We're just going through to the vents below.
It won't be like home?
I don't think so.
Is it dangerous?
We're trying to save these people from starving, Camus. I think they'll be glad to see us. It's worth the risk.
Do you think this is nice food for the people?
I think it's all they're getting, and I'm surprised they're getting it.
I hope they like it.
Me too, Camus.
Ай. Не пролетел. Итог, короче. Проблему с долгими загрузками не разделяю. Мне кажется, все нормально. Для инди-игры тем более. Думаю, может лететь починиться? Да что ж такое? Когда-нибудь я припаркуюсь. Так. Потому что машина такая резвая. Починка и ничего нового мне не дают. Хоть машина дымиться не будет. То по ощущениям очень скоро начала бы. Далеко летим. Те самые трущобы, что ли? Так, не врезайтесь в меня. Не. Там просто были кое-где. Канализационные места. Так, здесь можно сократить. Нормальненько. Здесь я, походу, особо не был. Кстати. Потому что... Только одно место изучено. Только пустяк. Остальные места... Тихо. Ладно, и так сойдет. На дно. Странно, что там закрыто. А, ну, наверное, закрыто, потому что там ИИ, но... Ну, все равно. Почему это не закрыто? Тоже он куда-то на дно спустился. Мало парковочных мест было обозначено. Воу. Какая-то сюжетная линия сейчас будет небольшая, да?
You the delivery stooge?
I'm from Cloudpunk. I have your packages.
Those are no use to me. I can't deliver to the outpost anymore. None of our vehicles work. The fuel lines froze. You should keep your engine running.
Did you get that, Camus?
Yes, I will keep a couple clock cycles free and monitor the temperatures.
How do you live here? It's so cold.
What do you care?
I asked, didn't I?
Whatever. Just leave the packages here. Go back to your city.
It's not my city.
Sure it is. You took this job because you were curious, right? Welcome to your poverty safari. This is our life.
I'm not even from the city.
The Eastern Peninsula?
Up until last week.
I see. Sorry. I thought you were just another Nivali. My name's Retsu.
Rania.
Cora knows what you must think of the big stack. That's what we call the city down here. It's the worst place on the planet. And we cling to the bottom like barnacles. And you know what? It's a hell of a lot better down here. We made this place a kind of home.
You've been here a while?
Yeah, I wasn't the first, though. Old Zeke traveled out here over 100 years ago. He set up the first moisture farm, collecting heat for his home from the vents. Folk had tried to live here before him, but he was the first to realize you couldn't live on rations alone. And you had to be ready for the chills.
So what was old Zeke's secret?
Zeke realized you could cultivate the algae pits for warmth when the vents cycled cool. He realized you could mill the mold dust into flour. He figured out how to cross the steam lanes with a suit made from old abandoned Hover's insulation layers. I swear, they say no one alive can survive the wastelands between the cities. But if anyone could, it was Zeke.
And you took his place as the boss?
I'm the community leader, sure. But I'm not the longest surviving settler, not by a long shot. The elders living beyond the far rim say they knew Zeke's grandkids. Tales of Zeke surviving, thriving even out here in the vents, attracted a lot of folk that wanted to live off the grid. Away from corp security and the lights and the headaches. Everyone has headaches in the big stack, you know.
I don't.
You will. Everyone gets them eventually. Doesn't the air smell cleaner down here?
Every time I breathe in, it feels like my lungs are going to freeze and shatter.
Well, that is the problem right now. This is supposed to be summer.
How can it be summer here?
The warm season. The vents cycle between warm and cold over a predictable time period. Or at least they used to. It seems like all the maintenance systems are going mad recently. We have a saying here, Cora provides. Well, right now all Cora is providing is a new ice age.
What do you think Cora is?
Cora is everything, and all of us. Cora is the provider and the caretaker and the disciplinarian. Cora holds at a closed fist, and we must push out our chin. Sometimes the fist holds wood, sometimes the fist strikes us, and yet we must endure.
So Cora is your...
Salvation. And right now, Cora has sent us you.
I'm not really religious like that. I think you have to help yourself. Be independent.
You can't lecture us on independence while you live in Nivalis under the watch of the corpse.
You said you cling like a... what did you call it? A barnacle?
Harsh and fair words, Rania. I know you have seen Cora's light, though. It glows from you. Am I wrong?
Who knows? So, you want me to deliver these parcels?
I would appreciate it.
Ура!
They are starving. 3 families. I can give the coordinates to your vehicle.
Okay, I'll get going then. I'll see you on the way back.
Cora willing. Be cautious around my brethren, Rania. They live like sculptures of ice, fragile, and temporary.
Немного отдохнем от дождика. Так, 3 сюда и потом еще непонятно куда. Заберем весь хлам.
Who are you?
I was sent to deliver supplies.
Sent by who?
Cloudpunk.
I don't know who that is. You from the big stack? Get out of here.
You need this. It's food.
I don't need nothing from you.
Retsu said...
Retsu sent you?
Yes, he said you should take this.
What did you say? Give it here.
They don't trust us very much.
I bet they have their reasons, Camus.
Один есть. Бензин потихоньку заканчивается.
I brought you supplies.
Who sent you?
Retsu.
Well, okay then. I ain't seen no one from the stacks down here in years. Decades even. You know, maybe you can use this. You put it in the wall and it gives you a token. Or something like that.
Thanks. It's just 5 numbers on a bit of paper.
That's right. Thank you kindly for the supplies. Now we even. Well, thank you kindly.
А не то ли это на поверхности? Те магазинчики, скажем так. Где можно монетки получить.
Hello, I'm here too.
They already called me on the old CB radio and told me you were on your way. You're the talk of the town, lady.
I'm just a delivery driver.
Well, I don't know if anybody has said this to you before, but I'll say it now. Thank you.
Thanks. I mean, you're welcome.
I'd get back to the city as quick as possible, lady. There's a chill coming. I can feel it in my bones. Anyone outside is gonna get sharded. Go, quickly, and don't think twice about coming back here, you hear?
Okay, good luck.
Ща. Мне еще к той дамочке надо поболтать, слетать. Чё? Очные сенсоры не работают. Да в смысле? Я к той девушке не слетал. Вот кто тут нарисован? Ну я же не знал. Может, это только тут? Не, ну это будет обидно, если пропустил. Я бы с ним поболтал. Но кто же знал, что нужно идти до? Где это написано? И где? Я пока, правда, вообще не понимаю, как до нее добраться. Может, по этой трубе? Труба какая-то есть. Но я боюсь, уже поздно. Типа холод идет, трали-вали. Да. Тут хлам, и кто-то стоит. Торгаш вон. Какими-то элитными шмотками торгует. Ну что ж такое? Меня сейчас выпнут еще отсюда, да? Скажут, ну все, до свидания. Обидно, обидно. Через эти пройти нельзя, да? Это барьеры такие. Ну да. Я вроде уже пытался. Тут увидел тупик и подумал, проверю-ка еще разок.
I can see Retsu. Why is he not moving?
Замерз уже.
Camus, find us somewhere to park.
The security overrides won't let me. The temperature is too low. It is not safe to land now. If you got out of the Hova, you would feel very cold. Then you'd be stuck, like the man.
He's not stuck, Camus. He's gone.
He can't be gone. He can't move.
Dead, Camus. He's dead.
Aw.
Fragile and temporary. Let's go. There's nothing else we can do.
Все-таки не дадут мне. Надо было долететь. Ну, а кто ж знал? Я ту трубу не видел. Это была обидка. Там два мусора и торгаш.
Why are you getting a message request? If there's a message request, it should come to my comm.
The message is addressed to the Hova.
So it's someone I don't know. Patch it through, I guess.
My ship had finally come in, but in this case, the ship was a battered Hova. Redemption comes in all shapes and sizes, sometimes with bumps, dents, and a dime store paint job.
What? Who is this?
The dame wanted a name. What did I have left to lose? And nothing but my hat. I let her know that I was Huxley, but I left off the private investigator. She'd know the deal soon enough.
So you're a private investigator and your name is Huxley.
The dame was as sharp as my ex-wife's parting words before she left me and moved back in with her mother.
She'd pegged me as a PI, but I still needed her help. Maybe I could drop some bills in her pocket if she could get me back to the big stack.
I think Huxley is malfunctioning.
I'm closing this channel now. Please stop calling me.
The dame was giving me a shoulder so cold, I was getting frostbite. I had to sweeten the deal. I'd already mentioned the cash, but no dice. Maybe I'd put it all on red and tell her about the girl I was trying to save. The dame sounded hard as ice, but Pasta's story was so sad it would melt a diamond.
Why does he talk like that?
I might actually help him if he wasn't so annoying. I've never heard so many mixed metaphors in all my...
I dangled the bait in the water, but the dame wasn't buying. Without my help, Pasta was done for. When the dead corpse finished with her, God knows what would be left.
Dead corpse? Is he trying to save some girl from them?
I have located his signal. I have a nav point. We could pick him up. Should I display the nav point?
Hey Huxley, if you can answer a simple question, I'll take you back up the city. Are you really a PI trying to save a girl from a dead corp?
Yes, is what I wanted to say, but the dame was suspicious, and who could blame her? Here I was, some abandoned PI android stuck in the hollows with a 2-bit story about trying to save some girl. In her position, I would have hit the dirt in a heartbeat. But here's the kicker, the story was true.
Fine. Camus, give me a nav point. We'll take him with us and drop him off on the way.
Все-таки обидка. Зачищал всю игру. А потом хоба и... Не зачистил. Понятно, что у торгаша вряд ли было что-то прям супер интересное. Опять, наверное, шмотки какие-то для меня. Но все же. А еще хлам. На соточку. Наверняка. А что-то может быть даже вообще не хлам, а что-то полезное. Это как и теперь я узнаю? Никак. Тильт. Это тильт, это тильт. Как жить, неясно. Так, тут мне бумажечку дали. 1, ага. Баланс. Я могу все получить, да? 623. Я 2 раза использовал. Все. Так, надо записать куда-то. Так, записал вроде. То есть так можно все банкоматы взламывать, получать миллиарды денег? Это круто. Но при моей любви забрать везде все и вся. Летать тут все магазинчики лутать. Я не вижу смысла.
Please stop. I need your help.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Just one moment. I know I look monstrous.
No, you don't. I'm just really busy.
Making deliveries. I know. That's why I need your help. They call me Patchwork.
You need to call my company if you want a delivery. I can't take on jobs from people on the street.
I can pay you. No one else will help me. People scream.
They scream?
The children are frightened. They tell stories about me. About the freak.
Really? There are plenty of androids back in the Eastern Peninsula that want to wear dermis but can't keep it in good repair.
In Navalis, such a thing is seen as an abomination. Unclean.
Dermis is expensive. Do you ever consider just living as an android?
Never. I don't feel like an android. My body feels wrong. I want to have skin. To breathe, to feel, to sweat, to touch people without them recoiling.
I understand. What do you want from me?
I can't leave this alleyway. They run from me. Corpsec would fine me for causing a scene. I need dermis. I can only buy from less reputable sources.
You want me to buy you black market skin cells? No way.
I can pay you well. As a human, it is not even illegal for you. Only androids are forbidden from buying from unofficial vendors.
I'm sorry, you need to find someone else.
There is no one else. I have been like this for a week. I will not live like this. I cannot.
How far do I need to go?
Just 2 blocks over. Here is the money. You can keep half.
Fine. What is his name?
Greppo. He stands in the corner, a thin mustache. He is hard to miss.
And what is your name?
I told you. They call me Patchwork.
What is your name?
Pete. I would like to be called Pete.
I'll do what I can, Pete.
Недалеко, где-то рядом.
Greppo?
That's me. Keep moving, sick.
What? I'm not Corpsec.
Sure you ain't. I don't have anything for you.
Dermis. I need it. For a friend.
Oh. The skin job found someone to come out and play? How is Patchwork Man?
His name is Pete.
Pete? Who's he fooling? He's the Patchwork Man. With the wobbly jelly eyes and the flesh hanging off him like he's skin meat.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know what they say about him? The Patchwork Man loves to see the smiles on kids' faces. That's why he wears them over his own. Oh.
Just give me the dermis.
Sure. Tell Patchwork I said hi. That freak.
Asshole.
Половину можешь оставить себе, в итоге 100 из 450. Или сколько там было? Или 650? Или 450, я не помню.
I can't believe you have to deal with that Greppo guy.
Did you get the dermis?
Yeah, it's just a vial with some liquid.
That's right. The cells are microscopic, but they grow and renew. I'll have full human skin for a few months, at least. Then it breaks down.
Can you get something more permanent?
Not unless a million limbs suddenly appear in my bank account.
Would you ever live as an android?
Would you?
I guess not.
Thank you for your help.
See you around, Pete.
Помогли. Так, можно не переходить. О, успеваем. Так, пока не забираем. Зря я сюда пошел. Но пока не забираем. Так, а все что ли? Зря иду. Похоже на то. Возвращаемся.
Are you Huxley?
The dame really came through.
Why do you talk like that?
Who was this bum that was questioning me? Another tin can with an attitude and too many questions. I gave him the brush off.
Hey, don't talk to him like that or I'll drop you in the hollows.
The dame had a point. I'd better play nice for now. I'd slip her some bills when she took me to the holocaust machine. A handful of limbs should help dip this sour lemon in a little sugar.
Can you understand what he is saying?
About 40% of it.
The dame and the car were close. Any fool could see that. But I looked beyond the surface. She was a girl from out of town, still as green as the water supplies down in the vents.
You said you're a private investigator. Do you really think that's how they talk?
She had an attitude, but I liked her. And her dog, too.
How did he know I was, your dog?
I guess that's what investigators do, right?
There was a holocaust machine up ahead, but I had to keep a real low profile. I'd give the dame my number and let her grab the cash for me.
And that number would be?
I gave her the digits. 54244. She was a smart cookie. She'd remember them.
Я походу понял. Я врубился. Один, вот это вот 652, да? Это на счет я чей-то зашел. Это не чисто для взлома. Это я зашел на чей-то счет. Надежность, конечно. Ой. Да что ж такое? 5, 4, 2, 4, 4. Ну, снимаем все. 1, 5, 1, 6.
I settled the bill. Surely the dame would drop me like a bad penny now.
This is a lot of money. I can drop you somewhere else if you like.
Why are we helping him more?
He's kind of growing on me.
The dame had a heart of gold. I asked her to drop me at my office. On the way, I'd tell her about Pashta. Maybe she'd fall for me like I'd fallen for her.
I do not like this.
Where's this office of yours, Huxley?
We were headed towards my office in Old Town. I gave the dame a nav point to help her out. Hold on, Pasha. It won't be long now, kid.
Thanks. Who is this Pashta anyway? What happened to her?
It was a story so sad it could make a bronze statue of a lawyer cry. It all started with a call from a small-time hustler called Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the debt corpse can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with.
И с кем же мы имеем дело?
The dead corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw loose. I guess her instincts were good. Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
А куда мне идти-то? Я на месте. Может припарковаться? Давайте припаркуемся. Да нет.
Your office is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept, so I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness, but what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says.
Бежим, бежим, бежим. Уже спускается, супер. Так. Так. Канализацию нам еще надо. Я еще что-то нашел, чтобы с ней поболтать, или что? Что у меня еще олдовое появилось? Да ничего нет олдового. Редкий видеоигровой картридж. Да я успел его найти вообще. В мусоре, что ли? Вот, если там в этих в холодных местах тоже было вот что-то такое, то это обидно. Пропустил совершенно случайно. Я хотел туда попасть. Но мне запретили.
Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the blue, chewy jazz bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
И там его убьют. Было бы не прикольно. Совсем близко. Это что-то, походу, не близко. 1200 метров.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No. It is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows.
Реально вжился в роль. Как будто книжку читает.
A lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that, but what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hoped the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus, just let it go.
О, компакт-диск. Это я хочу. А еще хочу вот тут залутать. Пора бы уже, наверное, все это... О, он за мной ходит. Пора бы все это, наверное, продать уже. Опа, дымящийся чел.
Took you long enough.
Are you the one that left the note?
Who are you?
The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him Smokin' Jojo because he was cute. His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burnt out, overheating and underperforming. He didn't like the dame, but he knew me. We went way back, but Jojo's lips were normally sealed tighter than...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the Hollows, and he says he's looking for a girl called Pashta. Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. But as you can see, I ain't got long left. You could fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help? Repairs?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this girl you're looking for.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know I was looking for Pashta?
You've been asking around town. Word gets out. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, and I'm still the best horn player in town. Even if I don't look too good these days, what with all the rust and all. While I was there, I overheard some things. This ex-corp goon called Raghuen was there, talking about how he got screwed over.
And?
Look, I don't like squilling like this. Give me a minute.
Jojo was singing like a songbird. but would we dance to his beat?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't believe I'm getting sucked into this. So what does this Raguan guy have to do with Pashta?
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk, and he's throwing his weight around. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just trying to serve the champagne. In the middle of mouthing off, Raguan says he's dangerous and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with, cause the last guy that messed with him lost his kids. Then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to Pashta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one that heard him, but he takes a drink. And through his tears, he keeps saying, "Sorry, Pasta, sorry." Now, ain't that a thing?
That's a lead, at least.
The trail had gone cold for a while, but with JoJo's help, we'd picked it up again.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the Hava. After that, though, you're on your own, Huxley.
Да, сам по себе, до сих пор с ним летаем. Но он заплатил нехило, 1500. Не хухры-мухры. Можно и полетать.
He is still here? Why is he still here?
We're just taking him to one more place.
Why?
The dog still didn't trust me. I guess it could smell desperation, and I reeked of it.
Camus, we need to find out the address for an ex-CEO called Raguan. Can you find that somehow?
I could.
Well, are you going to?
Yes, I will do it. Searching. There was a news story in the Marrow Gazette Holovids 3 months ago about a CEO called Raguan.
What did it say?
Midtown's youngest CEO fired for bribing CorpSec without the proper clearance from board of directors.
That doesn't help us find him.
Sounds like the papers got some info on the crooked CEO. Did the papes get some snaps, though?
You mean photos? Camus, was there a picture of Raguan in the Holovids?
Yes. He looked sad.
I'll bet. But was there anything in the background?
Searching. There is a building in the photo.
Cross-reference with the latest city planning database.
I have a match. It is the new apartments in Upper Midtown. I have an address.
That sounds like where a CEO would stay. Let's assume the Holovids caught Raguan leaving his apartment. Camus, give us a nav point.
They get you busy?
No, not at all. Completely free.
Good. I don't have a job for you. I was just wondering if...
You know what, Control? Can I get back to you? I'm just picking up another coffee.
All right, kid. All right. I'll have a job soon, though.
No rush, Control. Chat soon.
I started to feel like I was holding the dame back. I didn't want to get her in trouble.
It's fine. Let's just see what we can find at Raguan's apartment.
Так, парковочка ближайшая далеко. Изучать тут, кстати, нехило так. Территория большая. Пройти не дают. Не нужно? Нет, пока вроде не нужно, но... Неприятно. Карта памяти какая-то. И это все мусор, кстати, вроде как был, да? Нет? А не, вроде это был квест, а может и мусор. Я перемотаю, узнаю. Не, это был квестовый. То есть квестами все-таки отмечаются. Это радует. Не хочется потерять все-таки квестики. Карта сама по себе небольшая, поэтому каждый квест на вес золота.
This was the place for sure. I was on my way.
Wait, do you want me to...
I couldn't ask the dame to do any more. She was a class act. A dime store performer in a city of nickels. A diamond in a waste bucket.
Good luck, Huxley.
I said goodbye to my new friends. The dame flashed me a smile brighter than the sun. Even the dog wished me good luck.
No, I didn't.
Camus, wish him luck.
Good luck, I guess.
Be careful, Huxley. I hope you save Pashta.
The dame wished me luck. Luck? Luck was for gamblers and Girl Scouts. See you later, folks.
Интересно, встретимся, нет? Надеюсь, да. Хочется узнать продолжение истории.
Will he be okay?
I don't know, Camus.
I have an additional question.
Go ahead.
What is a Girl Scout?
What is a dime? What is a nickel?
Should I search for them?
No, it's time to move on, Camus.
Hey kid, you free now? Finished your coffee?
My sure thing control. You got another job for me?
Come by Cloudpunk HQ and grab a package. It's for Anderson Financial in Anderson Tower, labeled Mr. Anderson.
Is it on Anderson Street in Anderson Town?
Don't joke, kid. You don't know the half of it. Control out.
Вот это у меня денег. 3700. По мусору, чё? Мусора вообще полно. 24 по 30 вон. Книжки. Что только нет. Ладно, пока пускай полежит. Потом большую часть продам, наверное. Ставлю парочку на всякий случай. Лифт бы хотелось починить. Просто чисто для галочки. Чтобы на карте не горело. Там как материалов вроде как у меня полно. Почему бы и не использовать? О! Это мужик такой мелкий. Ля ты. Электроника была задействована всего лишь. Хотя, с другой стороны, это же мусор. Опа! Есть с кем поболтать. Не знаю, почему-то издалека мне показалось, что это дама, но это же вообще не дама. Мне издалека казалось, что это какой-то череп, но это не череп. Это этот противогаз. Сейчас поболтаем. Может, это торгаш? Да, вроде нет. Фермер?
Hey, I know you. You're Cloudpunk.
No, I'm Rania. I work for Cloudpunk. Who are you?
You don't remember? I'm from Vince. We spoke. Maybe you don't recognize me. We can't take our mask off.
I remember. Why are you here?
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped. No one can get to them.
Опа.
All right, calm down. What happened?
There was a storm. We sheltered in a cave, but it was no use. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. Up and up, we climbed to escape. The frost chased us like demons. We were separated in the darkness. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Navalis.
You climbed all the way from the vents to the city?
We were trapped. The only way was to climb. We did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no choice. It was so dark inside the superstructure, it is impossible to get your bearings.
So what do you need from me?
Please, find them. Help them get home. They may be trapped, lost.
Okay, how?
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably. That is all I can say.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No! It's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin from your bones. There is no way back.
If it's really that bad, do you think maybe your friends...
In the vents, we do not lose hope till we find the bodies. We are a hardy people. We do not give up easily.
I hear you. I'll try to find them.
It is all I can ask.
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. There's nothing for me here. I'll go back to where the world makes sense.
Even with the storms?
There are kinds of storms here too. Different, but just as deadly.
Теперь, похоже, по городу будут разбросаны эти мужички.
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
I think it's an old name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
А это не отсылка ли?
Soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
Mr. Anderson.
Many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Navalis? Does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either.
Что здесь
The
получится?
agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice, though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned. I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus, but I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together. Camus, are you there? Did you hear what the moisture farmer said?
Yes. Near cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
На всякий случай.
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
Наверняка сюда еще вернусь. Но мне просто хотелось и хочется залутать. Просто залутать. Тут осталось у меня вот. Опять если взлечу настолько высоко. Ай. Ну залетай давай. Я же видел, что ты можешь так залететь. Что ж ты? Так, куда мне надо? Правее. Уже не один такой клуб встречал. Тусовка за тусовкой. Осталось найти 3 перфокарты. О, плюс 1. И можно будет возвращаться домой. Заодно дома там закупимся шмоточками, расставимся, раз деньги появились. Почему бы и нет? И квест дадим. Возможно, получим последний ластецкий еще на 20 штук. Так, что, серьезно, нужно все это обходить? Нет, не все. Все равно неприятно, по прямой было бы лучше. Надеюсь, тут меня пустят. потом пойдем искать пропавших влагофермеров. Когда он начал говорить, я уж понадеялся, вот, вернемся обратно спасать. Но, к сожалению, не обратно, а просто полетать по городу поискать. Хорошо, что есть продолжение. Узнаем, чем это закончилось все. Но... Ну как вот? Откуда я знал, что нельзя будет приземлиться и пойдет такой холод жесткий? Вот откуда я знал? Ниоткуда. А мой внутренний перфекционист теперь страдает. Нет, куда? Я не на Е нажал. Что такое было? Там же на Е надо нажать. Я нажал на правую кнопку мыши. И приземлился. Непонятно, непонятно. Непорядок какой-то. Хотел ускориться, а в итоге только затормозил на 10 секунд. Можно на заправочку залететь, я думаю. А уже тут почти полбака нет. Так, что тут по карте? Раз местечко. Туда идем, отлично. Остается еще одно местечко. Не изучено. У игры же, кстати, DLC-шка есть, я вспомнил. Надо тоже задуматься о ее прохождении. Там вроде как отдельная история. Возможно, немного другая карта, кто знает. Отлично, все перфокарты найдены. Можно будет и поболтать теперь. Но пока идем на поиски влагофермеров. Что они так называются? Влагофермер. Странное... Не то что имя, но... Как работа. Влагофермера. Звучит не очень элитно. Понятное дело, что там они не о названиях думали, переживали.
Can it be them? Maybe it is giant rats. What if it is giant rats?
I'm opening the door.
I am worried about the rat possibility.
Oh God, it's open! Someone found us! I don't believe it!
Me neither. You're from the vents?
Yes, the door would not open. We banged and banged on it. People just walked past.
They thought you were rats.
They treat us with such disdain.
No, literal rats. It's a real problem in the city.
I see. Well, thank you for finding us. We owe you everything.
Will you go back?
Yes, but may we go to a bar first? Is that the word? I haven't been in the city for a long time.
You both look like you could use a drink.
Take this for your help.
I don't need...
Please, take it.
Thank you. Good luck getting home.
Денежки откуда-то есть.
Cloudpunk.
А, эти двое? А, все идут. А я ж про четвертого-то не рассказал. Во-первых, почему... Ладно. Возможно, это те самые трое. Ну, понятно, что это те самые, но просто их... Если тот чувак четвертый отдельный, то их 4 почему-то. Хотя я болтал с 3, но, возможно, он нашел раньше своих дружков, и поэтому даже координаты не сказал, что меня отправил свой. Но что это он и был. Он не интересовался, кто я, кто меня отправил. И я никакой инфы не дал. То есть, скорее всего, это все те трое. И болтал я с тем же самым чувапчичем. Я, кстати, так вроде не договорил. Вот мистер Андерсон. Ой, немного меня тут побило. Разве не так звали главного героя в «Матрице»? Или я что-то путаю? Поврезался. Может быть, это отсылка? Надо повнимательнее быть в диалоге. Но я прям рядом пролетаю, не могу не остановиться. В поисках мусора. Поэтому в основном, наверное, я играю в такие игры в соло, где есть какой-то лутинг. Так, тут закрыто, да? То есть я пройти не могу. Пока что. Ладно. Надо будет иметь в виду, что тут есть такая территория. Я тут, кстати, подумал, возможно, я понял, в чем чувак... О чем чувак хотел сказать, когда говорил, что проблемы с загрузками. Возможно, он имел в виду проблему в том плане, что мир не целиком. С такой проблемой я бы, наверное, согласился. Что было бы короче, был бы, если бы мир прям целиком, сразу полностью, и ты просто летаешь по большой карте. Потому как я перфекционист в этом плане, в сборе лута, то мне вот нужно вот как-то будет врубаться. Что куда ведет, где повторно, где не повторно, и куда мне стоит там возвращаться, искать лут, где нет. А то тут в каждой части, там, поскольку по 6 таких выходов, поскольку даже может больше. Тут лично здесь сколько? Здесь 2. То есть это край. Но здесь я и не лутал почти. Что интересно, тут он поболтать можно теперь. Тут не залутано, и тут не залутано. Ладно, половину залутал. И вот тут. куда-то в элитное местечко, походу, прилетели. Оп. Но перфокарт больше, походу, надо все принести. Все. Там крестик какой-то интересный. Что за крестик? Позвонить. Кому звоним?
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
Типа, чтобы пройти, я все понял.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called...
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Случайно совершенно.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence.
Может, вы роботы?
Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and... It's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me, but yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
Они же роботы. Их должна все устраивать, разве нет? Сначала лут. Я даже не помню, мне хоть раз книжка какая-нибудь понадобилась, нет?
Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh,
Что ж за квест?
Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable.
Ну да, за 70 лет там уже чувак склеил ласты.
I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Novalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months. Perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Перезагрузить или нет? Ну давайте перезагрузим. Идем к свитчу.
I'm sorry, Andersons. I don't think you're ready for Nivalis just yet.
Пара уже одна не горит. Надо на починку.
You were gone for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it. And pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand. No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit, and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
Починка и все. Бустов никаких нет. Опа, новая локация. Сюда бы еще заскочить, поболтать, конечно. Не помню, кто тут был, честно говоря.
Excuse me. I see your name tag there. Mortame.
Do you know what happened to Bob?
Bob Mortame? I found a memory card with that name.
Oh, thank God. They still haven't found his...
Hava?
body. He was in a big crash. The traffic signals all changed to purple at the main junction in Devereaux. Over 100 vehicles. The city has gone insane.
I'm so sorry. So this is probably yours. Please take it.
Thank you.
I guess it fell all the way down here after the accident.
Yes. The crash was 3 sectors above. But I don't understand. Why did he have these memories backed up?
I don't know.
This says summer 76.
Sometimes the memory clinics give you a backup when you have memories deleted.
But summer 76 was our wedding. Is that why he wanted to talk to me that night?
Janet, I am not from the city, so I get a lot of things wrong. Actually, I think most people go to the memory clinic to make sure they don't forget the important memories. They get a backup so that they can hold on to them forever.
Is that true?
Yes, definitely. I am sure.
Well, at least I have this now. Please, take some limbs as a reward. You could have kept this memory card and never told me.
Oh, there's no need. It's not worth anything, really.
It's not for the memory card, dear. It's for the kindness. Please take it. It'll make me feel better.
Thank you, Mrs. Mortame.
Надеюсь, хоть немного мы сделали ей легче. Вообще странно, что она так сказала, что мы могли поставить это себе. Что нам с ней делать? Максимум, наверное, что мы можем, это продать на каком-нибудь черном рынке за копейки. И, возможно, такая функция была. Ну, тогда можно пропустить много всего. Лифт куда-то. В другую сторону? Или типа вот сюда? Понятно, непонятно. Угу, они обмениваются друг с дружкой, я понял.
Hi, so what is your star sign, please?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
I am instigating a mating ritual. Tell me, did it hurt?
Did what hurt?
When you hurtled to Earth from orbit?
Do you mean when I fell from heaven?
Affirmative. I require an answer, humanoid.
I'm not really interested. Sorry.
I will find the required combination of vocalizations to entice you for romantic relations.
I'm no expert on romance, but even I know that's not how it works.
Incorrect. Please listen carefully to the following statement. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would require the vowel U and the vowel I to be contiguous.
Do you want some advice?
Affirmative.
If you want to talk to someone you like, try asking their name. And introduce yourself, too.
I am Douglas. Name, please.
Nice to meet you, Douglas. I am Rania. Maybe try to ask questions in a less aggressive way.
Rania, please touch my carbon fiber endoframe.
Why would I do that, Douglas?
because it's made of boyfriend material.
Okay, that is a little funny, but I'm afraid you're not what I'm looking for, Douglas. And I'm not even looking anyway.
Very well. I shall continue to be alone.
Очень хорошо. Почему он до сих пор горит?
Maybe you can try this dating agency, Douglas.
Please, I am not so desperate. I am currently rated highly desirable in my range.
Are there many other available androids in your range?
May I have the flyer, please? Perhaps I will try the dating agency.
Good luck, Douglas.
Я флайер нашел.
Rania. I can afford you a reward. You can have my optimal dating ritual instigation line, or some credits.
The line is tempting. I think I'll take the limbs.
Надеюсь, помогли, надеюсь. Ну вот это прикольно. Увидел и сразу и квест начал, квест закончил.
Let me past.
No, I ain't going nowhere.
Your boss wants to talk to me. I'm not supposed to be late. You're making me late.
If you're late, you should have got here earlier.
If I'm late, I'm telling him why.
I'm just jopping with your lady.
Japping?
Fooling with ya. Rubric don't want to see you. Just wants you to have this. He left his package for ya.
Where is it supposed to go?
Huh? You don't know?
No.
Well, I guess he's gonna tell ya. Better hurry, Rabbit. Gonna be late.
Good, Rabbit. Follow the nav point, please.
I didn't say I wanted to accept a call, Camus.
I couldn't stop him. He's taken over the comm.
You want to know what it is, don't you? You've been turning it over in your mind. What did Lomo have me deliver down there in the hollows? You can't stop thinking about it.
To be honest, I've had bigger things to worry about. Oh, don't let me deflate your ego, though. You were saying?
You've got a lot to learn about in Navalis. It takes a lifetime to understand this city.
A lifetime? Well, then the earlier I start, the longer it will take.
You know what Pallid 3.0 does to people? What it could do to you?
It's a virus, right? I heard there was an outbreak.
It's much more than a virus. Pallid 1.0 affected computers, but Pallid 2.0 affects neural augments. It makes autonomic bodily functions become conscious. Choices. It does not stop the individual's heart beating, their lungs breathing, but it stops that from happening without command. When an individual is afflicted with Pallid 2.0, they must make their heart beat. They must be conscious of every breath. They cannot sleep, cannot lose focus for a second, or they will die.
You made this virus?
No, it is an ugly thing, an ugly way to die. slow and cruel, but I created the economy around it. The subscription plans, the digital inoculation, the cure, insurance policies to protect the families of those it afflicts.
Sounds like a protection racket.
Which economies are any different?
You're full of shit. What is this? Package.
Palette 2.0, the last pure source code, stored on Quanta Drive. It can't be decrypted by anything in Nivalis below the spires.
And you want me to do what? Spread it?
Quarantine it. There's a simple, unmarked delivery chute in the stacks. It will take the sample to a secure bunker where rare and unique viruses are stored in case they are needed again.
Needed for what? To make new viruses?
To fight them, but also to manage the economy. If my associates were to infect a few thousand people with a low-level neural affliction, every individual would pay for a security upgrade. That upgrade would become a panacea. Everyone would install it, and the next far more dangerous virus would hit them as a harmless ripple instead of a devastating tidal wave, leaving them untouched. Their lives would be saved.
You know, this city has its share of monsters, but I think you're the worst.
And don't forget it. I've given you the final nav point.
Я уже на месте.
Do your job, little rabbit.
He is gone. We are alone again.
Camus, is there a waste disposal near? One that leads all the way to the sea.
Yes, I have a nav point. Can we really do that?
I don't believe this is a cure at all. This is Rubrick's retirement plan, and he'll use it again.
What if sending it to disposal means someone else gets it? Or maybe it will spread. The package says it is dangerous.
It's worth it. Besides, I don't think Rubrick wants anyone else to know he gave us this. If he goes after us, we can rat him out to Lomo. I don't believe for 1 second that Lomo would be forgiving.
Так, надо еще ниже. Где лифты, чтобы спуститься? Вон, вижу лифт. Я тут был, уже помню. Странно, что не поболтал. Возможно, что-то нашел. Это, во-первых. А во-вторых, нужно решить, что делать. Выкинуть посылку, либо доставить посылку и заработать немножечко. Я что-то тоже не верю, что это какой-то добрый вирус, чтобы потом лечить своих. Он не похож на такого человека. Тем более, раз он богатый, этот вирус все еще существует, то он наверняка сможет найти и сделать еще копию. Почему нет? Поэтому выкину.
All systems of power must justify themselves. Store the establishment back on the shelves.
Excuse me?
You hustle past like you don't hear me. Step over the homeless like you can't even see me.
Are you singing at me?
Another cog in the machine. Say you're a worker, but your hands all clean.
Hey, I need to work for a living.
They exploit you every day and you're thanking for it. One hand pats you on the back, the other's in your pocket.
Maybe people would take your social protest more seriously if you weren't singing all the time.
They reprogram me, mess with my head. Now if I don't sing what I think, I end up dead.
Seriously? They make you sing?
Go up second, handle the truth, so they make me rhyme. Anarchism in the prose has had its time.
That kind of impacts on your credibility.
Ha! and that's the plan. But even if I have to sing every word, I keep fighting the man. Huh.
Maybe if you didn't insult me, I'd try to help you.
Don't want your help, just want you to look around and see the people lying on the ground.
I see them. I know it's tough here.
Maybe you ain't so bad. Maybe Comrade Bop is still just mad. For real. Now you can help if you want to. There's a guy who needs your guidance up on 3rd Avenue.
Guidance?
He knew. He don't know the streets. Tell him come see me in an hour and I'll get him something to eat.
Why do you need me to talk to him?
He don't like me. Don't like my singing. He says my flow. Has his ears ring.
I see his point.
I know I can't sing, can't make good music. But we can all make a better world if we make the choice to choose it.
Выкинуть. Далеко выкидывать? Где-то сверху. Выкинем. Странно, что я этого чувака не видел. Я здесь был, все собрал, но чувака не видел. Как я так его пропустил?
Here's what I can offer.
Thanks.
I look forward to seeing.
Мотки слишком дороги. Выкинуть. Это все. Выкинуть посылку. Отлично.
That's it. Off to the oceans.
Swallowed by the seas as they complain across 1,000 shores.
Where did that come from, Camus?
It is just an expression. I can stop if it is annoying.
No, I like it. Expressions, quotes, poetry. Go nuts.
We are become death, destroyer of worlds.
Let's hope not.
Непонятные челики там. О.
The dame answered the call. I knew she wouldn't let me down.
Huxley, you can't keep asking for help. I have to do my job. You're on your own.
I hope the dame knew I wouldn't be calling if I had any other choice.
Damn it, Camus, what should I do? I should leave him, right?
I am not so sure.
But you hate him.
He is one of us now. A friend.
Really? All right. Huxley, where are you?
I sent the dame a nav point.
I'm on my way. I recognize you. You got in trouble for fraud.
You saw me on the holovids?
Something like that. I was sent to help you.
Ha! By that singing socialist toaster? No thanks.
I think he's an anarchist.
He's scum. They all are here. I can't wait to get home.
Home? To your apartment? Did you get another job?
People like me don't get fired. I go back Monday. This is my punishment.
For grand-scale fraud? A weekend on the street?
It might be easy for someone like you to endure this place, but I have family in the Spire. I'm not like these people. This is hell.
I can't believe Bop was going to help you.
He knows I get home soon. I told him I don't care about his cause.
Even after you've seen what they go through here?
Leave me alone.
Well, he says you can get food if you go and see him in an hour.
Fine. Message received.
Еда, это всегда круто. Тут прям аж 4 уровня.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Do you think if I am a car for long enough, I will stop being a dog?
Well, I guess that depends. Do you feel like a car now?
No, I am a dog.
Well, whatever you feel like, that's what you are.
But other people don't look at me and think, that is a cute dog.
Well, let's be honest, you were never a cute dog.
But now I'm not any kind of dog. Not to other people, they just see me as a hova.
Who cares what other people think?
Look what happens when I try to bark.
That's strange. I guess there's going to be some weirdness when we put a dog automata in a hava automata slot.
Am I still a dog if I don't bark?
Well, I'm your best friend, and I think of you as a dog.
Friend? If I'm a dog, am I not a pet?
Look, Camus, what do you want to be?
I feel like a dog. I was happier when I had the old body. What's a dog with no bark?
Stop second-guessing yourself. You're being maudlin.
Are you still a musician if you don't play music?
Hey, now you're being mean.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
What's really bothering you?
You didn't ask me if I wanted to be a dog or a hova.
Well, actually, you're right, Camus. Do you want to be either? You don't even need to be my friend if you don't want to be.
I feel sad.
Look, a lot of stuff is fucked up in this world, Camus. I won't make you be my friend or force you to stay with me. You can go free. I just want to let you know something first.
I am listening.
I like you. You're a good friend. As a dog, car, fire hydrant, vacuum cleaner, whatever.
I like you too. I want to be a dog and your friend.
All right then, let's get back to work. The sooner we make some more deliveries, the sooner I can save money.
А ведь это всего лишь все одна ночь. Я бы уже шизу словил.
Was the last job good?
The Andersons? I don't know, Camus. I've been thinking about automata and androids a lot. Sometimes it doesn't seem fair. Do you think it's fair?
I am not really programmed to think about fairness.
I can see why they would make you that way.
People are programmed too, but not by programmers. By the world around them.
That's very wise, Camus.
I am not programmed to be wise.
Well, you've gone beyond your programming then.
Is that a compliment?
Maybe the highest compliment.
Then I think you have gone beyond your programming too.
Далековато парковаться, конечно. Так. А может вот так вот? Или это наверх? О, отлично. Чуть-чуть сократили.
This had better be good, Huxley. Wait, what happened to your arm?
It was a good question. How do I tell the dame that when Raguan's goons gave me the elbow, I lost an arm? We had to get moving. I gave them a nav point that would get us out of danger.
They ripped your arm off? You have to go to CorpSec, Huxley.
Raguan, CorpSec, Peter, they were all tangled up in some complex web I couldn't untangle. But I knew one thing. If I tugged on the wrong thread, the spiders were gonna come for their lunch.
What does that mean?
I am sorry I said to pick him up. He is still very annoying.
Quiet for now, Camus. Huxley, you think CorpSec is involved in Pashta's disappearance?
It was all connected, but I couldn't see how. Someone was lying. Raguan said I should talk to Peter, but then his guerrillas ripped off my arm and threw me out of a 6th-floor window.
So just call Peter and ask him what's really going on.
Now the client wouldn't answer my calls. I could feel the girl slip through my fingers, and if I couldn't pull her back, she'd slip through the cracks, too.
That's why you called me, right? You want me to take you to Peter?
I wanted to tell the dame that she was right, that it would be easy. She thought I was asking for a quick journey across town, but I was asking her for much more. I was asking her to go out on a limb for me.
Huxley, just this one time, please skip to the point.
Cloudpunk. That was the name of the company the dame worked for. They had some serious resources. Vehicles, contacts with society both high and low, and an up-to-date address list of almost everyone living in Nivalis.
Oh no. Huxley, that could get me fired.
If we are just asking, maybe we won't get in trouble.
Camus, you didn't want us to help Huxley in the first place.
I have been thinking more about things. About automata and what we do.
And?
We need to help each other be better, like saving a little girl. Everything is so complicated in the city. You do something and it is a bit good, but a bit bad too. But saving the little girl is only good. I can't explain it very well.
No, it's fine. I get it. It's nice to help people when you can, but I'm responsible for both of us, Camus. If I get fired, I can't even keep you in the Hava. Never mind find you a new body.
I understand. I still want to help find Pashta.
I didn't want to impose on.
Quiet, both of you. I have to make a call. Control, this is driver 14. This is Rania. I need to ask for a favor.
I read you, driver. What do you need?
I need an address.
I don't think I'm understanding you. We don't have a new job for you yet. There's no packages right now, but if you give it half an hour...
This isn't really about work. I need a personal favor. I just need you to give me someone's address.
You, know this someone?
Not really. Look, I know it's a big ask.
You ain't joking. You're asking me to share private info I could get deleted.
Deleted?
Fired. I could get fired. You want to tell me what this is all about?
A girl is missing. The less details you know, the better, right? I just need this one favor, Control. It's important to me.
I don't want to hear any more about this, 14FC. I'm signing off.
Control, wait. Her name is Pashta. She's alone, probably scared, taken from her family.
This has got nothing to do with us, Rania.
I could have been that little girl. That's why I have to help. Growing up, the debt corps could have taken me away from my mom. But every time, she somehow came up with the money. It was close. Don't you get it?
Look, Rania, this isn't a normal favor.
What if it was your little girl?
You don't want to go there. I can't.
Look, it's one address. Don't say anything, don't tell anyone. Peter Unthrink, that's the name. Just hang up, then send us the address. I'll never ask for anything like this again.
Control out.
I am nervous. That was tense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure he would... We got a nav point.
The dame really came through.
Yeah.
Это тот чел, который звонил, который заказывал инфу на дочь. Не инфу, а привезти вообще ее. То есть хотите сказать, что он что-то с ней сделал и типа такой... Оп, закажу-ка я, чтобы отвезти подозрение? Или как это работает? Непонятно. Я, кстати, уже в большинстве локаций почти все залутал.
I am receiving an order to stop by CorpSec.
Are you sure it's CorpSec? I don't see anyone.
The signal is from close by, but I don't know where exactly. It seems like CorpSec, but there is no incident number. They normally send an incident number.
This is CorpSec. You're speaking to Agent Rio. We have reason to believe you are harboring a known criminal, rogue android Huxley.
Rio again? Why are you following us? Is this personal?
You are currently breaking the law.
Так, тут
CorpSec
закрыто.
requires you to turn in your passenger and surrender yourself to...
Camus, you said the signal is close by. I don't think this Rio is on official business. Is he affecting any of your systems?
No. If we drive, we could get out of his range.
You have 60 seconds to comply.
If he's not really CorpSec, I think... Run for it.
Ой, что я не туда полетел-то совсем. Нежка зеленый.
Call for backup to chase us. Maybe we should call his bluff.
Не туда.
You can't run from this.
If you've got a problem with us, feel free to call your CorpSec superiors to chase us.
You think you've won a battle here? You've started a war.
What's that? You're breaking up.
Drop the PI droid and get yourself clear of this mess while you can. You won't get another warning.
We are out of range. We lost his signal.
Good. Now let's hope we don't see flashing blue CorpSec light chasing us anytime soon. Where is this nav point taking us?
The Alexa Theater. Maybe Peter lives in an apartment above it?
Clerk in the lobby. Yeah, that would be my guess. Peter would be working the popcorn stand, mixing up the hottest flavors, caramel and anchovy with cinnamon protein flakes. Ready for the next screening of some piece of trash anti-android prop films. Cyborgs Ate My Babies 3.
Is that a real movie?
Yes. I saw it advertised on a poster.
Gross.
We are getting a message. It is from Control.
Put him through.
He is not on comm. It's just a text message. He says that CorpSec networks are down all over the city. There's a CorpSec security point between here and the Alexa Theater, but if we go on foot, we might be able to get through.
I'm not sure CorpSec really are looking for us. I think it was just that one guy trying to scare us off.
Agent Rio?
Yeah. You're okay to go on your own, Huxley, right? We can drop you at the security point?
In a simple world, that would be the plan. But this was a complicated city. Security points like that one couldn't be crossed by an android without a human to accompany them.
What? Why?
Я уже здесь.
I know why. On the holovids, they said something about an android virus. Humans are worried that the androids are going crazy in this zone.
That sounds like crazy propaganda. Who would believe that?
The dame didn't know her history. Truth is, that neighborhood was never the friendliest for rust buckets like me to begin with. Back in '69, the riots hit the district hard. Alexa Theater was ground zero.
I'll come through with you then. If the security points are down, they shouldn't have any reason to stop us. But just be cool, Huxley. Try to speak like... Actually, just try to be completely silent once we're there. Can you do that? I'm impressed.
Good evening, ma'am. We've got a problem with our system right now. I'm gonna have to ask you to be patient while I manually read through your record. We can't contact HQ right now.
No problem.
Is your android friend all right? Does he speak?
Oh no, he's mute. He's always been mute. He doesn't have any recent issues with speech or anything. He's been behaving very normally. So, problems with your system, huh? That must be a bummer.
That's the weird thing. It's not the system itself. It's the agents working the security posts. I swear, if we had unions, we'd be on strike. They got us working hours so long, half the agents are like zombies.
So we clear to go ahead, or...?
Then we got all these reports of androids going nuts. Turns out, there ain't no evidence that it's the androids at all. We got failed neural augments sparking paranoia. They should be locking up the humans.
What's causing all this?
Who knows? My old man says the city AI has a virus, and it's infected us all. The humans, the androids, the programs controlling sanitation, traffic, everything.
You believe that?
Sure. But he also says they put mind control drugs in the toothpaste, and I'm gonna be a rich corpse CEO before I'm 30, so...
Can we go?
What's that? Oh, sure, whatever. Get going. And don't let your android buddy out of your sight. It's not safe for his kind in this zone.
That was easy.
Думаю, надо завершить этот квест и закончить.
Simple, clear, at your service.
Hi, do you work here? We're looking for a guy called...
The hell are you doing here? You're gonna get us both killed, Huxley!
So, this was the client. I'd pictured a hard-working man in a cheap suit. But instead, I was looking at a greasy-looking...
Shut your mouth! You got some nerve coming into this neighborhood and speaking to me like that, Huxley.
Look, we just want to help you find your daughter.
Shit. Look, this is all a hustle, and it's way out of my league. She ain't really my daughter.
Who paid you to say she was?
If I tell you that, you're as dead as I am.
I've been driving all over the city trying to find this girl. I'm not giving up on this now. Just tell me where I can find her, okay?
Just forget her. She's probably fine.
The way his voice shook, we all knew he was lying.
It's the memory chip in her head they need. It's not about the girl. No one cares about the girl.
Huxley does. Just let him do his job.
Rio. That's all I can say. Talk to Rio.
Wait, the CorpSec agent? He just threatened us.
Before you talk to me? Hey, that's great. That means he won't know we talked. Or he thinks I talked already. Shit. Just get out of here, will you already?
We should go, Huxley. This is getting dangerous.
It would get more dangerous, but I had to stick around.
It's not safe here, Huxley.
It was too late for me. The security checkpoints would be up again. I'd be caught if I went through. Besides, I had some leads I wanted to follow here.
Damn it. Well, call me if you need me again, Huxley. I'll see you around.
Что вы тут мелкие какие-то все? Почему-то они резко вдруг уменьшились. Такое ощущение у меня. Потихоньку закругляемся. Дойдем до машины. Можно до Эвелин, конечно, скататься. Пока там болтовня сейчас будет по телефону. Скорее всего.
Kid, I need you to know this next job. It's not personal, okay? It has nothing to do with our last discussion. You're not being punished. It's just, well, there's no one else available.
That doesn't sound good. What's the job?
We need you down in Gallows Row. There's been an accident.
What kind of accident?
Reports are mixed. We think it's a gas leak. Toxic. Some folk are saying it's radio.
Радиоактивный газ какой-то. Звучит как то, что надо.
We're pretty sure it's not a zombification virus. And it's definitely not a neural implant ransomware attack. I mean, not definitely, but probably.
That all sounds so reassuring, Control.
The point is, we're pretty sure the area where you're going is safe. Communication in and out of Gallows Row has broken down, and Corpsec have set up a perimeter. But Cloudpunk has received a contract from an external security agency to extract persons of value.
So I'm a taxi now.
More like a short-term contracted emergency.
Пока болтает, я уже почти долетел. Вроде как.
Response vehicle.
An ambulance?
Yeah, but an ambulance for anyone who might have good private security or health insurance, or anyone who would be valuable to society. You know, CEOs, doctors, anyone with diamond fillings in their teeth.
So you don't know who's down there?
We're getting scattered reports. Now, this is a lucrative job. You can squeeze 3 people in your hoffa. I'm not saying you need to save the 3 richest assholes you can find. But make sure they have enough resources to cover the bribes that'll get them back out of the quarantine zone. And then when they get back, make sure they have the savings or insurance policies to, you know, turn us a profit.
So at least 1 rich asshole.
Maybe 2, just to be safe.
Great. So how do I get to this poisonous, radioactive, dead zone filled with rich zombies?
There's an abandoned Corpsec security station just inside the quarantine zone. Corpsec are expecting you, so they'll let you through the perimeter. Once you get inside, just blend in as best you can. Ask people their stories. Yeah, use your judgment. And only mention you can get someone to safety when you're sure you want them as a passenger.
Great. How long till this shift is over, Control?
Don't sweat it, kid. The night is almost half done.
Полночи?
When's your shift end, Control?
My shift? I can't even remember when it began, kid. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing this forever. Control out.
Диспетчер — это машина, это уже понятно.
I have more of the cards. Maybe enough?
Everything is becoming clearer.
Is that good?
I feel incredible pain.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. What do you remember?
Dr. Zizic and I had an argument. She said I should forget what happened. Put it behind me and move on. I wanted to die.
Do you remember what it was that made you feel like you couldn't go on?
At the periphery, I met someone. Someone I cared very deeply for.
Did something happen to them?
Yes, they fell in love.
With who?
With me.
So what was the problem?
I cared for them deeply, but I could not love them.
You shouldn't feel guilty about that.
You do not understand. I could not love them, no matter how much I wanted to. I am not built to feel it.
I see. But if you cared for them, then that's...
It is not the same as loving them. What I felt was like... It was like being able to taste, but not swallow. Being able to see the sun, but not feel its warmth on my face. I was walking towards a deep, blue, infinite sea. But the tide was rolling out, and no matter how fast I ran, there was always sand beneath my feet. All I wanted to do was swim, but for me, there was only an endless shore.
I still don't get it.
Some androids can't love, and yet still they feel whole. Some can, and they can feel everything. For me, it is much worse. I can feel the hole inside me where love should be, and I can feel that it is not there.
Do you remember anything else about the periphery? About Dr. Zizic?
I remember little. I struggle to picture their face. But I remember that I was the one that posted the punch card under your door. The first one.
Why?
I asked Dr. Zizic to change my core programming, to forbid me from searching for the lost memories. I knew you traveled through the city. You might find them. You might help me recover my memories.
So you lied to me.
Do you understand why?
Do you?
No, but I want to.
Счет 20. Ого. Где мне их искать? Я уже не знаю. Еще 15 нужна. Такое ощущение, что я почти везде был. Собственно, сегодня неплохо так прошлись по сюжету. Выполняли дополнительные миссии. Обогатились. Кстати, можно на хату зайти. Затариться всякими там вкусняшками. Может оставить себе около 1000 на всякий случай.
Not bad. Ah.
Аквариум, холодильник. Пицца-подписка, конечно же.
Oh, nice. Cool. Okay. Ah. Ah, that's good. I love this.
Вот так вот сделаем. Все, кроме птичьей клетки. Разве не чудо?
My favorite. Love it. Ah, balls. This is the best. Ooh. I like this. I like this. Ah, that's good.
Ля какие. Ну, на самом деле тут уже уютненько так. Купила, она упала, да? Или так должно быть? Неплохо тут. Немножко осталось, и мы накопим на все. Выглядит теперь лучше, мне нравится. Немного это, конечно, не сочетается с тем, что мы как бы по сюжету копием для своего питомца на тело. Я понимаю, что оно дорогое, но все-таки вот мы могли с этого откладывать, а мы хату улучшаем, в которой мы сейчас вообще даже и не находимся. Собственно, последние 15 перфокарт осталось. При том, что я большинство уже мест изучил. То есть мало где остались перфокарты. Предполагаю, что и по сюжету нам осталось чуть-чуть. Сегодня заканчиваю. Сегодня был хороший, как по мне, стрим. Мне понравилось. Интересные диалоги. Иногда, конечно, не чуть дольше. То есть ты уже на месте стоишь, уже минуту-две, а диалог все еще идет. Вот это местами раздражает. Честно скажу. Но так, в принципе, норм. В этом плане. Так. Входим. Назаписывали тут контента. Все-таки жаль, что игра никому не интересна. Абсолютно никому. 0 просмотров. 0. Насколько неинтересная игра. Это жалко. При том, что я собираюсь записать один небольшой видос. Абсолютно там маленький, минутный, 1,5 минуты где-то. По этой игре. Не думаю, что он соберет просмотры, но мне хочется это сделать, поэтому наплевать. Что я могу сказать? Когда следующий стрим? Не знаю. Вот вчера сам у себя спрашивал, когда следующий стрим. Не знаю. Как получится. Сегодня получилось. Я отлично посидел. Почти 3 часика. Нереально кайфанул. На удивление, игра все еще не раздражает. При том, что за 2 дня уже около 6 часов наиграно. Ладно, 5,5, хорошо. Но все же. Был бы рад завтра, но это маловероятно. А если будет, то будет короткий, часа 1,5. В любом случае, на сегодня я прощаюсь. Не забывайте подписываться и лайкать, видосики там смотрите. Комментарии оставляйте, короче, продвигайте мои видосы. Спасибо. Желаю всем всего наилучшего. Еще увидимся, услышимся. Всем пока.